Greetings, friends. As always, it's an extremely high honor to welcome you back to Rick's Garage. What you see before you are the snow tires for my Dodge Ram pickup. I purchased them a number of years ago. For the most part, they've been sitting in my basement collecting dust. I only used them the first season. Two reasons for that. One is in recent years, due to the global warming in southeastern New England, I haven't really needed them. We haven't been getting that much snow. And the other thing is I don't have an extra pair of rims for them, so I have to dismount the tires that are on the truck and then mount these and balance them. And it's a real pain in the neck. I'm reached a couple of milestones, by the way. I just turned 72 last month, and this past week I just achieved 12,000 subscribers, so I thank you for that. So anyway, because of my age and the difficulty in mounting the tires, I haven't been bothering with them. But this year I think is going to be a little bit different. So here in southeastern New England, this is old Yankee farm country. We're pretty good about predicting things, and we're also very tight with the dollar. Now, as I just said, I think things are going to be a little bit different this winter. For one thing, there's been an awful lot of squirrel animal activity, much more so than in recent years. And the other thing is we just had the driest fall on record. There was almost no rain through October and November. So for that reason, I feel the need to install my snow tires this year. I've gone out and ordered new rims for them, so I won't have to be swapping them back and forth anymore. So that's the subject of today's video, is we're going to check out these new rims and we're going to install the snow tires. So friends, this is one of the rims I just purchased. I got it on Amazon for $103 each. The last time I purchased rims from a junkyard, they charged me $75 each, and one of them was bent. So I figured for the extra 28 bucks, it was well worth getting new ones. One of the problems is, though, it's the wrong color. My rims on my truck are black, and these are silver. That's all that was available was silver rims. I couldn't find black rims. We're going to try to paint this rim. It's probably borderline warm enough to paint a rim. It's 54 degrees right now. Ideally, I'd like to have it up in the 60s. But that's kind of how it's been this year. We're in the middle of December, and it's nearly 60 degrees out. But I still feel this is going to change. We're going to get walloped this year with snow. So the first thing I'm going to do here is take this rim in and check it out on my wheel balancer for run out. I want to make sure it's running true before I try to mount it. I'm only going to concentrate on one of the rims today. The other one I'll do off camera later on. I don't need to bore you with mounting both wheels. Okay, friends, I've got it mounted on my wheel balancer. It's a first generation computerized wheel balancer. I got it for pennies on the dollar from a place that was going out of business, and it works absolutely great. Let's see what this rim looks like. Oh, that's beautiful. Nice and true. Okay, that's what you want. All right, now I can go ahead and mount this tire. I wanted to make sure there was no run out before I did anything to it, because I wanted to be able to return it if there was a problem. So I'm going to try to paint this as best I can. The sun's starting to poke through a little bit. I'm going to put on my respirator, being that I'm advanced age. My lungs aren't the greatest. Okay, that actually looks pretty good. I'm going to let that set up a little bit, and I'm going to put another coat on it. While I'm waiting for that to set up so I can put another coat of paint, I ordered some new TPMS sensors for this truck, and I want to make sure they're compatible. So I am going to take a reading from the truck, make sure I've got the TPMS tool set up correctly, and then I'm going to try to take a reading from the new sensors I just bought. Okay, I just got a valid reading, 38.6 psi. So now what I'm going to do is take this TPMS tool as it's set up and try to get a reading on the new sensors I just got in the mail to make sure they're compatible with the truck. Okay, these just came in the mail yesterday. Let me grab my rusty scissors. I don't need any comments from you guys on how I handle a cutter. Okay. Well, they look like the originals. All right, let's get my TPMS tool and see if we get a reading from it. Okay, so even though it's not installed, it should give a reading. So let's see what we get here. Yep, and we get a reading 0.3 of 1 psi. So this is indeed compatible with my truck, so I can go ahead and install it. Okay, friends, this rim is still a little bit tacky, but I'm going to go ahead and install the new sensor, seeing as it tests okay. So the first thing we have to do, we have to separate the stem from the sensor itself. To do that, you need a 2mm Allen wrench. There we go. Okay, I'll put this aside. We're going to insert the stem. Okay, I'm going to lubricate this with Euro paste. It's an excellent sealer and it's an excellent lubricant, and it's used, like the name says, mostly in Europe to lubricate beads and help to seal beads when you're mounting a tire, but I'm also going to use it for this. Okay. Alright, so now I'm going to insert the stem, and I'm going to use one of these stem tools to pull it through. You ever watch anybody mount a tire, they use these for this purpose. There we go. Easy enough. So there are two flats on the stem. You want to make sure those are straight up and down. Looks like they are. And now we're going to insert the new sensor, just like that. And we're going to take our 2mm Allen wrench, we're going to tighten this up. Oops, I dropped that. It's okay. I wanted to get something better anyway. That little 2mm driver wasn't really strong enough to tighten it as much as I wanted to, so I'm going to use a regular Allen wrench. And that's nicely installed. So that's ready to be mounted. So I've placed the rim on my tire machine. Called a rim clamp tire machine, as you just saw. Clamps the rim. I got this machine for pennies on the dollar, as I did with the wheel balancer. I bought it on Craigslist about 6 years ago, and I've had a lot of fun with it. It's more than paid for itself. So it's not that far-fetched to have one of these in your home shop. All you need is a compressor. It runs on a regular 110 house current. I paid, I think it was like $850 for it, which I thought was a pretty good buy. Alright, so we've got it clamped on there, and I'm going to bring over the mounting duct. When you're mounting a rim that has a sensor in it, you want to mount the tire with the sensor exactly opposite the mounting duct. When you're demounting a tire, you want to start with the sensor exactly next to the mounting duct. So we're going to bring this around a little bit. Well, maybe a little bit too far. That looks about right. Alright, so because we're mounting the tire, we got to have the sensor opposite the mounting duct. So let's get our tire ready. Let's move this out of the way. Kind of clean up some of these spider webs. These tires are not directional, so I can put it either way. Okay. Okay, I hope you can see this. I'm going to lubricate the tire with that Euro paste that you saw me use earlier. This helps seal the tire as well as helps lubricate during the mounting. I'm going to put some on the other side. I love this stuff. Okay, so we're ready to try to put this on. See if I'm strong enough to pick this up. Okay, very good. All right, let's bring in the mounting duct. Lock it in place. All right, let's go around with it. Going on easy enough? All right, so let's bring it around so the sensor is away from the duct head once again. Okay, excellent. Alright, I'm going to start this coming around. Now you don't want to allow this to get up there, you need to have this down low. Perfect. Excellent. Okay. Okay, I've got to remove this core so that we can get enough air in quick enough. There it is. I'll set it right here so we don't lose it. Yep, there we go. You don't want to put your fingers in there. See how that popped? You'd be in a world of hurt. Alright, now I'm going to reinstall the core. Okay, core is reinstalled, so let's pump it up. This tire takes 40 pounds, according to my truck. I'll finish this up off camera. I'm not going to bore you with that. Take a while to get this all the way up to 40 pounds. Okay friends, we're ready to balance this tire. But before we can do so, we have to input some information into the machine. First of all, the machine needs to know how far this rim is sticking out. We use this lever here to measure that, and that automatically puts the information into the machine. The next is the B dimension, which is the thickness of the rim. Now we know that is 7 inches, but if you didn't know, they provide a little tool right here that you can use to measure that. And we'll just double check it, and it is indeed 7 inches. I'll hang that back up. So we're going to plug in 7 inches. Okay. And the last thing the machine needs to know is the diameter of the rim, which we know is 17. So we're going to hit this button. That's the D dimension, and it's already at 17. So we're ready to try this out and see how many weights we need. Hit the start button. Seems to be running fairly true. Okay, so it's telling us that we need 1.5 ounces on the inside, 2.5 ounces on the outside, if you can see that. So I'm going to grab a 1.5 ounce right here. Alright, so I'm going to turn this wheel until the inside lights come on. They all 4 must light up to find the right spot. Okay, right there. So right there. So we put that weight top dead center in this position. Let me get it right in the right spot. And I'll put this on top dead center. Okay. Looks pretty close. We're going to try it again to find out for sure. And then on the outside, we need 2.5 ounces. So let's find a 2.5 ounce weight. Here's one right here. So now I'm going to turn this tire until the outside lights up. Right there. And I'm going to place this top dead center right here. Moved on a little bit. Looks about right. Okay, and that weight's on. Alright, let's give it a try and see how it came out. We're looking for 0, 0 when it's done. 0, 0. Perfect. So this tire is well balanced. So friends, that's all I've got for today. This tire is ready to be put back on the truck. And like I said, the other one I will do off camera. I don't need to bore you with both. So I want to thank you once again for watching Rick's Garage. Before I go, I will post 2 videos to your left. One will be that video I did a long time ago about a bent rim. And the other will be something else that I hope you find of interest. And to your right, as always, will be a picture of my avatar in the form of my very trusty German Shepherd, by all means, feel free to click on that should you wish to subscribe to my channel. As I mentioned earlier, I now have 12,000 subscribers, and I thank you all very much for that. So thanks for watching. We hope to see you all very, very soon.